Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I'm going to be using tarot cards and energy and spirit oracle. So let's get started with the reading. As always, these are general readings, so take the parts that resonate with you and let the rest go. I'm just burning some Palo Santo before we get started. Okay, so let's see what messages need to come through for the collective for this week. Messages need to come through for the collective. Messages need to come through for the collective. Okay, I'm hearing patience. Your dreams are coming true. That's what I'm hearing. Patience. Okay. Okay, so the first card we have is the Three of Wands. Then we have the Three of Cups. Then we have the Empress. Okay. That's a beautiful card. I love it. Empress. And right next to it, we have the King of Swords. And followed by the World. Wow. So what I'm feeling with this, okay, first of all, you may be seeing 333, okay? You may be seeing 333 everywhere. That is because Spirit is divinely guiding you. You're very connected to the ascended masters. You're very connected to the other realms, okay? Now, whatever you're wishing and wanting, dreaming and working on, it's like you see all these flowers blooming on these wands. It's like your whatever your seeds you had sown, they're kind of, you know, you're going to be manifesting, you're going to be creating, and all that you worked for is going to come into reality, okay? And for some, you're going to attract people. You're going to attract, especially if you have a business or something you're working, which involves collaborating with people, you're going to find those right connections. People who support you, people who are on the same wavelength. With this card, I feel like it took a long time to reach this point, okay? To reach this point of success. I'm seeing a lot of success in these cards, okay? There may be weddings or parties or I don't know, birthdays or whatnot's coming through. My birthday comes in May, so I'm sure some of you, you know, maybe your birthdays are coming. But I feel there's like celebration coming together. But I also feel like whatever you've been working on, you are now attracting people. You are now attracting maybe new friends, new connections, people who see your value and worth. With the Empress knows her value. The Empress knows, you know, she's like a master manifester. She's a nurturer. She's a healer. Everyone's attracted to her, just like this card right next to it. Or I mean, they're attracted to her because it's like she has the power to grow things, and anyone who works with her, they know that they will grow just by staying in her presence. They will learn something new just by staying in her presence. She's very healing. She's very nurturing. And I feel this is the energy that you're embodying. I love her emerald green dress. It's so beautiful color. And I love emeralds also, very healing. The emerald stone is very healing for your heart chakra. So I feel for some of you, for very few, maybe someone in your family is giving birth to a baby or someone's pregnant, okay, but that's for like a very small number. But for the majority, it's like you've become this person, this manifester, by going through the journey you've gone through, and now it's almost like you've leveled up. That's what I'm feeling with this card. You've leveled up, and you're realizing your own power of manifestation. You're realizing that you have this ability which you always had, but it's like now you're coming into your own power, you're coming into your own strength. And with the King of Swords right next to it, with this King of Swords, I find this a very no nonsense, cutthroat kind of energy, very intellectual as well, very good with their words. For some, this is your energy, okay? I'll be honest, I'm picking that you have the sweet, nurturing, loving energy of the Empress, okay? You are this caring, maternal, loving figure, but you can also become the King of Swords in situations. You can quickly, you know, when you realize someone's trying to misuse your goodness and your kind nature, or you know, take you on a ride, or has some hidden agenda, because you're so loving and you're so heart-centered, okay? With this Empress, you can quickly, you know when to cut something quick right in its tracks, and you know when to stop this. And this guy, this King of Swords, has a falcon in his hand, so it's like you have that the ability to see individuals right through and through. When you're dealing with people, you know where they're leading you, and before they can lead you, I'm almost want to say to the depths of hell, hopefully not, before they can take you on a path that is, you know, a path that you don't want to go to, you're just cutting those things off. You're like, no, I see right through this, and I am not going to entertain that. So it's a beautiful dualistic nature that I'm getting with this, the nurturer, the caregiver, and then, you know, the destroyer, which I also feel Shiva has the same, the creator and the destroyer, right? And with the world, you're just closing out cycles, okay? You're closing out cycles. This is endings, new beginnings, and you are not only closing out cycles. I feel with these cards, I don't know why I feel like saying you've leveled up, okay? That's simply what I'm getting. You've with the King of Swords, you've mastered intellectually, you've mastered your communication skills, or you mastered I also wanted to say the game. So what I mean by that is people who were playing games with you, you kind of understood their game, you understood their game, and you almost like beat them at their own game. You're like, what game? I know the game and nobody plays the game with me. I mean, it's the King of Swords, so he's very cutthroat, and I feel that energy where you are loving, nurturing, but people can't come to you with BS. People can't offer you BS and expect you to be game with that, expect you to be like all in, and yes, I'm gonna do that because you've learned your lessons, okay? You've reached this point where you're like, I'm gonna put my seeds in situations that bring me this energy, that are on the same wavelength, that don't have like hidden agendas and hidden motives, and some kind of a catch that's gonna get back at me, and like I'm done with that. So you are on this elevated space, just like he can see, he can have a better view from this elevated space, and you are also assessing everything. And this is the energy that you're embodying with the Empress. That is beautiful energy, okay? So whatever you're working on has the potential to succeed. And when I say succeed, that I mean to make money, to give you everything that you want to manifest, okay? Okay, for some I'm getting, and this will be for some, that someone is kind of keeping tabs on you and they are not happy that you are successful, okay? This could be some male figure who has some resentment or is not happy that you are stepping into this Empress energy, okay? So that's also what I'm getting. But it doesn't matter what thought they have, because it's like you know your worth, you know what you're creating, you know what you're about, you know. I'm just drawn to this halo of stars on her head. It's like, it doesn't matter what, you know, whatever agenda these people may have, or whatever, you know, I feel these are people that you have closed out cycles with, and you are very connected with the ethers. You are very connected with yourself. You are very connected with Mother Earth, and you're just vibing different. That's what I want to say. You're just vibing different. Okay, one more card with this one. Okay, that was quick. So, okay, let's get started. So the first card we have is Journey Guide. Journey Guide, and it says travel, change in location. Okay, some of you will be traveling soon, okay, but once again I feel like this is not only about travel, this is about you elevating yourself, because you've shifted energetically. Everything else is shifting for you. Some of you may be relocating, some of you may be traveling, but it's like it's shifted your energy, okay? There could be a short trip that's coming up in the summer. That's also what I'm hearing with this. Then you have the personal guide, and it says guardian angel, spirit, family, okay? Some of you have a very strong male guide who is with you, who is guiding you, who is your personal guide, okay? Yeah, some of you have a guide that either you're connecting with through meditation. This could be also a master that you feel a strong connection with. You know that this person has your back, and you've seen enough signs of this spirit guide, okay? I'm also getting with this card that whoever this loved one or ancestor or spirit guide is, this spirit guide gave you inspiration or gave you certain guidance at certain points through which you made these moves, okay? I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like, if you felt like you were off track, or if you felt like your life was a mess, or things weren't working out, or you were struggling, there was a guide, or there is a guide in the spirit realm, okay, that you feel very connected with, that cleared your pathway and even put some people, I'm hearing some people in their place. So some people who were trying to destroy you, who were trying to bring you down, who were trying to keep you stuck, it's like this guide, whoever this guide means to you, blocked their path. It's like this is not happening, okay? Because it's like you've had your, what I'm getting is your heart has always been pure. Your heart has always been in the right space, even when you were connecting with people who did not have the best intentions for you. And because of your purity, your guide kind of almost like stepped in to create these obstacles or obstructions for these people, for the people who were trying to create obstacles for you. These people were trying to create obstacles for you, but your guide intervened. And it's like there's someone in the spirit realm that actually got pissed off, basically, okay? That I can't allow anyone to manipulate her. She's the Empress, okay? She has this emerald green healing energy, and I can't allow people, okay, this may be several people or this may be just one person, but it's like your guide stepped in, and this guide is like, no, I'm gonna block those individuals. I'm gonna make it clear for this Empress to see how she is being abused or she's being taken for a ride, and I'm gonna be setting those paths completely, like I'll put those people on completely different tracks where they cannot mess with her. So it's like someone from your whether it was ancestor, whether it was a spirit guide, or whether you call it a guardian angel, someone stepped in and it's like, enough of this. We're gonna be shifting. We're gonna be shifting gears now. We're gonna change the story now, because this story is not supposed to end like this. This Empress is not supposed to end up in the dumps. Basically, that's what I'm hearing, not be in the dumps. And we're gonna elevate, because she has been elevating herself, but the people, whoever she was trying to work with, they're not working in her favor. They're working against her, even when she's trying to elevate, and she's drained of her resources. We have to connect her with the individuals who are vibing just like her, who are going to elevate her, who are going to be on the same path as her. And that's what they did. The next card we have is Archangel Raziel. And for me, Raziel is a very psychic, like a wizard. Okay, whenever I think of Raziel, for me, Archangel Raziel is very wizard-like, very psychic. The words here are wisdom, inspiration, and Akashic records. Right, so with the Akashic records, you see, for those who don't know what the Akashic records are, it's like a library full of records of all your past lives, okay, all the lifetimes you've lived. And I believe that each individual has a lot of lifetimes, okay? This is not your first reincarnation. And if you are one of those old souls, you will know, because you will be attracted to more deeper, meaningful things in your life. You know, you may be interested in esoteric knowledge and things like that, or you may even have a recognition of people that you are connecting with from your past lives. A lot of us are dealing with our karmics. A lot of us are dealing with people from our past lives with whom we have soul contracts, or with whom in those lifetimes we could not complete those certain contracts, so they come back so that we can seal the deal, right? So getting back to the reading, with Archangel Raziel here, you see how her heart is illuminated, how her heart chakra is lighted up. It's like you were shown the path. Whatever you were shown in your heart, in your vision, in your mind, in your soul, you trusted that. You trusted what was shown to you. Basically, you trusted your intuition. And because you trusted your intuition, you are being led to this Empress status. You are being led. You are clearing the path. You are closing out cycles with the world. You are elevating yourself. So we have Archangel Raziel here, and then we have Archangel Zadkiel here. So a lot of archangels with the personal guide. So some of you are very connected to archangels, okay? I personally feel very connected to Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael. So these are the two main archangels that I work with. But Raziel is amazing for working with spiritual gifts, okay? And Zadkiel is all about self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. So you've been through it all. And you know what I feel with this is more so forgiveness of yourself more than anything. Because I feel for some of you, you guys have regrets when it comes to your past. And you guys may feel like, it could even be things like, why couldn't I see the red flags? Why couldn't I, why didn't I have that understanding? Especially with this Raziel card, you have a greater understanding now than you had at that time. So sometimes it is not so much about forgiving other people, it's about forgiving yourself. Because when we look back and we're like, we can be hard on ourselves by saying, how could I be so stupid? Or how could I not see what I see now? But that is the part that you have to forgive yourself, because we're all growing and we're all learning. And, through life experiences, we all learn. So nobody's perfect, right? So give yourself that space, give yourself that self-acceptance and that love. Now, for some with these yellow roses, I feel, again, there's some loved one that if you have to forgive, who is in the spirit realm. So I feel that this is their message to you, okay? And for some, there is a loved one who kind of, because of them, you kind of were put in a situation. I don't know why I'm kind of getting that too. That it's like they passed and you had to deal with a lot of situation, family situation, people. And then you felt like, I have to go through so much pain alone because you passed. Like, this is not gonna make sense to everyone, but maybe someone, okay? So I'm getting that this, just like this archangel has his hand on his heart. It's like, what I'm getting is this loved one has you held in their heart, okay? Has you held in their heart, and they have so much compassion and they have so much love and understanding for you. And even if you feel like you did wrong, or you feel like you could have done better, it's like, they understand. That's what I want to say. Like, whoever this loved one is, it's like they understand why you did the things you did, or why you made certain decisions, even though you may be hard on yourself. I hope this makes sense, because I feel it's for someone who's watching, okay? That you need to know that there's someone in the spirit realm who understands why you did what you did, why you made certain decisions, certain choices, even if you're not proud of them. It's like they understand. Okay, so let me see what else is coming through. For those of you who went through some kind of abuse, pain, or you feel cheated in your life, I am clearly getting that it's not gonna happen again, okay? Because many of you think that I've gone through so much and I don't want to go through this pain again. With this King of Swords, it's a done deal. That's what I'm hearing. It's a done deal. And it's almost like with his sword, he kind of draws this line in the sand. It's done. It's done. Nobody can take you for a fool, because now you have elevated. You have gone through this journey and you have elevated yourself enough to understand. It's like you've set the bar, you've set the standards. That's what I'm hearing. You've set the standards and you've set it right. And you've set it to the universe. You not only set those standards, but you kind of sent this message to the universe that I don't want this anymore. Whatever was, going on, Like I do not want to attract people who use me, people who take me for a ride, people who treat me less than, who don't see my worth. And whatever I've gone through, whether it goes right back to your childhood, it's like, it's complete. It's complete. That's what these two cards are telling me. It's like you're done. You are now the King of Swords. You set the standards. You set the bar. You know, people can't just come to you with BS anymore. And it's in your energy. It's in your aura. That's what I'm getting. Because you are going to give them the same level of BS that they are serving you. It's like you are gonna make them taste their own medicine. So they have to think twice before coming to you, how they're gonna treat you. Because whatever standards they're gonna give you is what you give them in return. I'm getting that from this. It's like you are so clear with the King of Swords. You are so clear in your mind, and you have been through. You see this King of Swords here. He's armored. He's wearing the steel armor. So he has his heart protected, and he's like, if I have to fight for what's right for myself, I will stand up for myself. I will speak up for myself. I will use my voice. I will use my sword. I may be an empress. I may be nurturing. I may be kind. I may be loving, but don't F with me. With this card, you're like, don't F with me. I have my I can use my sword. And you are very protected with the Archangel Raziel and Archangel Zadkiel here. You have ancestors, spirit guides, angels protecting you, sending you signs. And with the Journey card, you're definitely elevated. Okay, you're elevating. Okay, you see these air balloons here? It's like you're elevating. You're moving to what's next? That's what I'm hearing. What's next? I've been there, done that. What's next? What's next for me? Take me there. And your personal guide, he has his hand out. He's like, yes, let me take you. You are ready. It's like you passed the exam. Okay, you passed the exam and you are moving on. You're moving on, right? So with the Akashic records, you are putting some records from your past life straight. You are putting some kind of karmic lessons that you kept repeating in past lives again and again and again. It's like, I'm putting these records straight. In this lifetime, I make sure these records are straight. I'm putting an end. With the number 10, I'm putting an end. Okay? And your angels are supporting you. Your angels are saying, forgive yourself for things that you feel you could have done differently, or things where you feel, I could have been smarter here, I could have been better here. What you need to understand is, at each level, you are on a different level of evolution. We're all evolving. So whatever decisions you made at that time you did that with your understanding, with the understanding that you had at that point in time in your life. And now you have a better understanding. Now you have a clearer vision. And now it's the next step. But if you are working on yourself, if you're working on healing yourself, forgiving yourself, then keep doing that. Keep doing that, okay? And there's so much love coming from your ancestors. That's what I'm feeling with this. So much love coming from them, okay? So much love, and so proud of your journey and everything that you've been through. And I'm getting that it wasn't easy, but you kept pushing and you kept moving. And because you kept moving, it's like you've passed tests, okay? My eyes keep going back to these books in this card. It's like books and scrolls, and it's like you cleared out a lot of karmic stuff, okay? And you're not dealing with those karmics. You've done it. Whatever you had to seal the deal, it's been sealed. It's a done deal. Okay? So I hope you enjoy this reading. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching.